What's up, Michael Jordan collectors and investors? I hope you guys having a great week so far. So Card Gems here. Welcome to my channel. On this episode, I'll be covering the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker rookie card. So it's been a while since I made one of these, so let's get into this. So starting with the major auction houses, here at Heritage Auctions, we have a PSA 10 right here. Very nice card. It has 16 days left. It's already up to $60,000. So nice card there. They also have a SGC 10. You don't see this very often. So there's only like 25 of these in population. Really nice card there. So that one's up to 15,000 with 16 days left. And they also have a nice Psa 9 here. It's up to 5,000 with 18 days left. So also Golden Auctions, they have a Bgs 9.5 here. So Bgs 9.5 is up to $9,000. So these end on the 24th of April. They also have a SGC 9.5, and that's up to $5,000. Nice looking card. And they got a 7 here for $1,100. So looking at some of the big auction house results. So Leland Auctions had just this one card. They had this Psa 9 here for $10,632. So pretty good there for a 9. And then Golden Auctions they had this PSA 10 right here that sold for $103,000. So that's a little bit of an uptick from the last sale. That was like at $95,000. Here's the entire PSA 9 set. All the stickers, $20,400. There's a Bgs 9.5. Sold for $29,520. This is a huge drop from the $69,000 sale that we saw a few months ago. So huge drop, over 50% drop on that card. There's a nice PSA 8 for $4,612. Here's the Bgs 8. So you can see the price difference right here between the two grading companies. About $2,000 for this one. So it's a huge difference there. Here's a 7.5 for $1,599. Here's a PSA 7 for $1,440, and another one for $1,560. All right, so that's the big auction houses. So looking at the PSA 10, PSA 10 still has a pop of 120. There's only been 9 sales in the last 3 months for an average of 160,000. 105,000 it last sold for on the 7th of April. And the high was here, 229,000 on the 11th of February. So if we look here, we'll see that this last sale right here for 100, there's 105, there's 95,000. So this was that last sale, 105, that we just saw in Golden. And then we got the $95,000 sale that was just prior to that, which was right here in PWCC. So it was down there. And if you go prior to that sale, it was 135,000 for that one. And that was the one on Golden Auctions a while back. See, 132. It's always a little bit different number. I don't know how they come up with different numbers, but it's the same card. This is that one that sold a while back. This one's, so that was a sale that was on the 21st of March. And then prior to that was 155,000. So it's kind of dropped 155 to 105. So about 50,000. That 105. So the $105,000, the $155,000 sale was this one on PWCC as well, back on the 19th of March. So So I went from 155 to this right here, 132, down to 95,000. And then the most recent sell is this 103,000. So a little bit of an uptick on that card. Little bit. And if we look on eBay, eBay has a couple of these. They have 275,000 our best offer. They have 150,000 our best offer right here. So if we check out the Bgs 9.5, has a pop of 32. There's only been 2 sales in the last 3 months. So like I said, there was one about 70,000. And then we had this one as 29,000, so about 30,000. So it went from about 70,000 to 30,000. So that's more than 50% drop on that card. If we look on eBay, we do have one here, this one right here. They got it for 123,000 or best. And they're not even taking offers on this. So, and it just sold for about 30. So next on the list we have the Psa 9. So we just saw one of these sell for 10,000 at Leland Auctions. So this has a pop of 94, has the average of 18,000 for the 3 months. So it's down quite a bit. Last sold for 9,689. So that was here on the 15th. So it just happened. The high was 31,000 way back here on the 11th of February. So that's a huge drop right there, 31,000 to about 10,000. Look at the last few sales, about 9,600. It was 10,000 right there, 12,000, 11,000, 13,000, 9,000. So yeah, it's been averaging out about, look at these, there's about 3 or 4 sales, 5 sales. So it's been averaging around about 10,000 on that card. So let's see what we got on the eBay here. So Psa 9 here, 1,025, 7 bids. This is a new listing on PWCC. About 9 days left. Here's 1,059, 6 bids. There's 1,284, 8 bids. 1,725, 18 bids. There's 3,282, 24 bids. Here's 9,500. This has an off-center qualifier, so they're taking offers on this one. And here's one for 10,000 starting bids. So that's, that's top of the market right there. Here's 11,000 our best offer. 12,500. This has a stain qualifier on it. Here's about 15,000 our best offer, and another 15,000 our best offer, and it just gets higher from there. But top of the market is around 10,000 on those. So moving on to the Bgs 9. So Bgs 9 has a pop of 227. Has 9 sales in the last 3 months for average of 9,635. And the last sold for 9,500, so right at that average. So last sold on the 13th of April, and before that was 97. So here it had a low of almost 7,000, and then here's about 8,600, and then it had the 12,000 sales. So that brought up the average right there. Here's 8,200, 7,400, 13,000. Yeah, so 11,000, 13, 12. That's, and then these last 2 sales, that's got it around 9,500 right there. So if we check out, let's check out eBay. So we got here 16,500 our best offer. So that's pretty high. Here's 19,000 our best offer. That's, here's 2 for 25,000. Buy it now. Still high because, we're looking at about 10,000 on these. Here it just jumped really high. Really crazy. So let's look at the Psa 8.5 has a pop of 90. So 11 sales in the last 3 months for average of 8,526. Last sold for 6,500 on the 14th of April. and the high was 15,000 back in February. So if you take this one $10,000 sell out, then you're looking at about 6,000 on that. So about 6,500. So that's a good price, 6,500 on that card. All right, so looking here, we have one for 6,000, our best offer. Here's one for about 8,000, our best offer. So here's about 14,500, our best offer. So here's 15,000, our best offer, and it just gets higher from there. Like I said, we were looking for about 6,500 on that card. All right, so PSA 8. PSA 8 has a pop of 3,584. This has had 99 sales in the last 3 months for 5,101 average. Last sold for 3,237 on the 16th of April, and the high was 13,400. So this card is really leveled off right here, as you can see. So it has been around that 3,200 mark. So if we check out eBay, we have some new listings here that just got started. We have one here, 99 cents, about 7 days left. Here's $36, about 9 days left. 46, about 9 days left. Here's 257. This has about 7 days left. There's 1,580. This has 4 days and 20 hours left. There's 2,146, 27 bids. There's 2,325, 24 bids. This has 15 hours left. Here's one for 3,195. Buy it now. Here's 3,295. Buy it now. Here's 3,495, or best offer. So we said the price was around 32. So that would be like top of the market right here, these two right here. And it kind of jumps to 4,000. And here's 4,000, our best offer. Here's another 4,000. A lot of them in the $4,000 range. So let's check out the next one they have here is the Psa 7. So Psa 7 has a pop of 1,415. So it's sold 97 times in the last 3 months for 2,856 average. Last sold for 1,541 on the 18th of April right here. So this card has stayed around, between 2 and 1,500 for some time. Several sells right here. It's just depending on the eye appeal. So let's look at the 7s on eBay. See what we got. We got new listings here, $46, about 9 days. Here's another one, same price, same time frame. There's several here. PWCC just listed a few. Here's 898, 18 bids, about 6 days left. 1,500, one bid, 12 minutes left. Here's 1,750, our best offer. This has a MK qualifier, so has a mark on it somewhere. So here's 2,250, our best offer. There's 2,299, our best offer. There's 2,300, our best offer. 2,549, our best offer. So we said the average was about 50. Well, last sold for 1,500. The average is about 2,800, but we're more around that $2,000 mark on that. So these would be like really top of the market here. All right, so let's check out the next card on the list. We have the Psa 6. So it has a pop of 968. 57 sales in the last 3 months for average of 2,097. It last sold for about 1,500, and the high was 3,500 back in February. So this card has been a little choppy, but here recently it's kind of, well, it's still kind of trending down. So between 1,750 and about 1,500. We're just talking about a few $100s. 100. We had this one dip here for 1175. So, but the 6, you know, it can really vary in eye appeal. I mean, it really can. So that's why you got to get those ups and downs like that. So checking eBay, we have one here for 1900, our best offer. Here's 1,000, or here's 113, 14 bids. This is 6 days, 5 hours left. Here's $700, 18 bids, 4 days left. Here's 1,850, our best offer. There's 1,900, our best offer. There's 1,975, our best offer. There's 2,000, buy it now. There's about 2,000, or best offer. There's a lot of them in that price range here. So you pretty much just cherry pick the best looking one out of all of these. That would be my advice. So the last card on the list with that card ladder has in its database is this PSA 5. PSA 5 has a pop on 935. So it sold 68 times in the last 3 months for an average of 1,764. It last sold for $1,224, and the high was just about 2,900 back in February. So if we look here, so we had 900, about 1,000. Yeah, so it's about that 1,200. You got some, you got 1,350. You had one that was all the way up at 1,500. That must have been a really nice looking one right there. So it's a little up and down there. So, you know, about 12 to 1,500 on this card for a PSA 5. So let's see what eBay has. So new listing, $46. Here's 89. Here's 151. There's 1,349. So yeah, that would be like right at the top of the market right there. Well, not exactly the top. I mean, it's right in there though. Buy it now. Here's 1,400, no bids, 19 hours left. 1,400, this would be more closer to the top of the market, accepting offers on that. There's about 1,400, buy it now. Here's about 1,500, buy it now. So that would be the top of the market right there. So if I was gonna pay this much, I would make sure that it was at least more centered, like this one right here is pretty centered. I'm big on centering. Like this one looks really nice. So 1,800, our best offer. There's 1,900, our best offer. So you got a lot in that price range right there. So let's look at the recently ended on eBay. So going back to the 1st of April. So we have a PSA 8 here with a stain qualifier. 2,000, 20 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for 3,302, 42 bids on that. Here's a PSA 9 that sold for 10,000. I'll buy it now. Here's a PSA 8 with a stain qualifier, listed for 2,300, and it sold for 2,250 on that card. So 2,250 on the 8 with the ST qualifier. PSA 8 here, 3,059, 37 bids. So you can see the, you know, the price difference. Here's a Bgs 9 for 6,900, 35 bids. Here's a Bgs 9, 12. It's listed for about 13,000. And this one sold for 9,770. Wow, that's a really high price considering the PSA 9 just sold for nearly a similar price. There's a PSA 8 for 3,000. I buy it now. There's a PSA 8 with the ST qualifier, about 1,500, 26 bids. Here's a PSA 4 for someone bought it for 1,799. Buy it now. Here is a SGC 8.5 for 3,000. Buy it now. Here's a BGS 8 for 2,550. 2 bids. Here's this. Here's a new grading company, CSG 6.5, listed for about 1,800, and it sold for 1,500. So that's interesting, seeing what these are going for now. These are starting to pop up a little more. Here's a PSA 8 listed for 3,500. And this one sold for $3,150. So here's a PSA 10 sticker listed for $150,000. So we already know that this has been relisted, but it did show as selling for $125,000. But if it's been relisted, and this wasn't paid for, so I wouldn't put a lot of stock into that. So here's a PSA 8 listed for $3,500, and this one sold for $3,150. So $3,150 on the PSA 8. So here's a 7 with the off-center qualifier, $1,900. Buy it now. Here's a BGS 7.5 for $1,579, 38 bids. Here's a PSA 8 listed for $4,500 and is sold for $4,250. Bgs Nine, 7,100, 37 bids. Here's a PSA 8, 3,295 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for $4,049, 60 bids. Here's a PSA 6 for $1,599, 1 bid. Here's a PSA 8 for $3,383, 33 bids. Here's a PSA 8 with the off-center qualifier, $2,500. Buy it now on that one. Looks pretty nice for off-center though. And it looks bright in color. So here's a PSA 8 with the ST qualifier, listed for $4,000 and is sold for $2,000. So half the price. And there's a PSA 8 for $3,257, 42 bids. There's a BGS 8 for $2,049. Buy it now. So it's about $1,200 cheaper than the PSA. And here's a PSA 8, $3,900, 1 bid. All right, so we also have some PWCC auctions that ended on the 18th of April. So here is a SGC 5 for $750, 116 bids. So you can see here, this is the March 30th auction, all the ones that ended on March 30th. So here you see that PSA 10 that was 95,000, 50 bids back in March 30th. But we're starting with the 18th of April ones. There's a PSA 5 for $1,125, 20 bids. There's a PSA 5 for $1,313, 22 bids. And here's a PSA 6 with the ST qualifier for $868, 41 bids. There's a PSA 6 for $1,398, 27 bids. Here is a 6.5 BGS 913, 33 bids. There's a PSA 7 with the stain qualifier, 900, 40 bids. There's a PSA 7, 1,375, 20 bids. There's another PSA 7 for $1,748, 30 bids. There's a BGS 7.5 for $1,440 bids. There's a PSA 8 with a stain qualifier, 1,300, 52 bids. There's another PSA 8 with the stain qualifier, 1,726, 46 bids. And here's another PSA 8 with the stain qualifier, 1,527, 38 bids. And here's the regular PSA 8, 3,309, 25 bids. There's another one, PSA 8, 3,095, 22 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for $3,309, 25 bids. Here's a top 15 eye appeal, BGS 8.5, sold for $3,751, 48 bids. Here's a 9 with the stain. It's for $3,264, 32 bids. Just has some wax stains on it. It's a little bit off center too. Here's a PSA 9, 9,979, 56 bids. So it's quite a drop from that $30,000 that it was selling for. Here's another PSA 9 for 9,449 bids. So that's all that we have for this update. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. It's still helpful for you guys, for you investors and collectors. And I'll just keep on doing it as long as you keep on wanting this information. So if you liked it, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Give me a comment. Tell me why. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next Michael Jordan Market Report.